Hello everybody, welcome back to Go-To Hydroponics. Today, we are here in lovely Wisconsin, of course. And now I've been noticing lately is that a lot of people or viewers have been subscribing to my channel, which thank you very much, that is awesome. I've gotten 600 subscribers. I have about 600 subscribers, plus or minus. And a lot of people have been commenting on my videos, asking questions on how the system works or what nutrients I've been using, which is fantastic because I try to answer everybody back as thoroughly as I possibly can. So if you guys got questions or comments or you like my stuff, you guys know what to do. So, back down here, buy my LED 600 watt Vipar Spectra grow light. Nothing too much has changed. Maybe a few plants moved around. Still a little bit busy, but it's kind of the transition period of things outside and things inside. So, outside, inside, outside, inside. It's getting there. Getting warmer out. No snow, thank God. Getting me, it's 60, well, 60s in Wisconsin, 60s, 70s roughly. So, let's bring it back over here. As you see, nothing has really changed. We still have my cloner here with lovely basil in it that I haven't touched, honestly, in like 2 weeks. It's literally been sitting here since I put my last video up. There's some roots down there. They don't look the best, but if I put them back in there, they'd be golden. Got my big poinsettia plants still growing lively as they can be. We got my deep water culture, lettuce and cilantro. I gave 2 of my cilantro plants to some guys at work. And this is my big lettuce heads. Now, the only problem with this lettuce I'm having is the leaves are getting brown and curling. Well, that's kind of my fault, honestly, because it's just a lack of neglect. It's just a lot of neglect, to be honest. You get too busy with that, well, then guess what? This starts to suffer. I mean, the plants look great. They're big, don't get me wrong. The root system is phenomenal. Look at that. It's huge. Nice little deep water culture system. But pretty much since they've been in here, I don't think I've changed the nutrients, so it's just been kind of doing its own thing for a while. But this will all get cleaned out soon, and I'll have some fresh stuff in here and get things back on track. Another thing you probably see missing is my Blue Lab Guardian meter. I actually had a problem with the pH meter on it. I had to send it back. So there, I have my local hydroponic store is RMAing the probe. So hopefully I'll get that back soon and have this all up and running again. Now, as I see, what I was talking before, I had a lot of aphid problems, and I see now that I still have that problem, which is not cool. I was just about to film this video, and I looked over, and I saw these little white things on here. Well, guess what? Those are all aphids again. Man, these things never go away. Never go away. That plant's going outside. Bye-bye. We got geraniums back there, a bunch of geraniums I cloned. Some bigger geraniums back there, sitting kind of nicely. Yeah, so that's what's going on over here. Bringing it back to my grow lights. Oh, okay, so that's the latest and greatest, is I have 2 T5s. I might have said that in my other video, I'm not completely sure. But we have one T5 here from Agrotech, and then another T5, some Sunblaster, or I think it's Sunblaster, yeah. I had this from a while ago. It's a T5 44, which is 4 foot, 4 bulb, and this is just a T5 Agrotech, or Agro Bright Light. 120 bucks, not bad. Shipping was included, so pretty good deal. You see, these are my bell pepper plants. They are still huge as can be, which are awesome. I'm cutting the buds off because I want those plants to get big, not bud inside. I want all that energy to be used up outside. When the sun kicks in, you have it in the ground. I want like huge bell pepper plants, so that's my plan. And as you see, I have a little aphid trap here, or a little fly trap to help kind of control these bugs a little bit. They're getting bad. Yeah, when things start really warming up outside, all the stuff's going outside, everything's gonna be clean in here. We're gonna have some reset, and hopefully these bugs all die off, so I don't have this issue anymore. So yeah, bell pepper plants, they're growing big. I'm gonna have to do another bud trimming again because they're starting to get big. These are down here. We have some jalapeno plants. Wish I would have got those a little bit bigger, but they're growing. Those are jalapeno plants started in Rockwool. And we have cilantro over there that is just overgrown and should be planted in that deep water culture system I have sitting over there. As you see here, these are my sunflower shoots, my microgreens. I honestly did try starting a business of microgreens, but it is kind of tricky when you kind of have 3 jobs, because I work full-time as a machinist at a company, 40-50 hours a week, depends on the week. And then I also work part-time in my hydroponics store doing website content. So, and then I try to do this. Technically that's 3 jobs. That gets a little crazy, and to have a girlfriend, so you got to manage it all. And after a while, priorities come first, and that starts to lack. I mean, it's worked. I've gotten some stuff out of it, but I don't think it's really practical, at least this time, at least right now. It's just a little too busy for my schedule. I mean, I love them. I love how they taste. They're easy, quick-growing things, but man, it is getting a little tricky. That's another reason I have to say I like hydroponics, is because it's kind of a set-it-and-forget-it system. Like this lettuce, I honestly haven't touched. I haven't touched the water. I might have added a little bit of water. That's about it. But I haven't touched it, haven't checked the pH, haven't really done anything else with it, and it's still alive. You know, it might not be the healthiest, it might not be the best looking, but it is still alive and still growing. If you do it with soil, the plant will die. You just can't do it. They need water, you know, it will die. Well, of course, these need water too, but not as often as a regular plant. So that's what I want to do, a big hydroponic system outside. We'll take you outside now, and we'll take a look out there. Now that we are outside instead of inside, my system, this is the traditional system you guys have seen last year. Now, for those of you who are just joining my channel, you would have seen my previous videos, or if you haven't seen it all, I'll kind of explain it. So I had a 6 bucket system here. How it works, I have buckets up here. You have a little drain in the bottom of it. A dripper line feeds the buckets, which is right here. It drips into the buckets, drips down here into a drain, which they all run together, and a big PVC pipe goes into my reservoir, which there is still water sitting in here yet because, you know, snow melted and kind of sat through winter. But when the water falls in here, there's a water pump in here that pumps it back up, comes out here, and this little spigot feeds both feeder lines of my dripper system. Now I have 2 feeder lines because that keeps a constant pressure throughout the dripper system. So I have one feed line that goes to the beginning of the dripper system, and I have another feed line that goes to the end of the dripper system. So now all the pressure doesn't just go out this first line and then have just a little tiny bit come out the last. It's full pressure on both sides, and it'll keep it a lot more even and consistent. So, and the other thing is I had this big hole sitting here. This is where my electrical strip went for the pump, the air pump, and a timer. So my plan this year is to take this system along with possibly 2 other systems. So I would take this entire system, throw it in the garden. I would have to get a extension cord from that outlet, run it all the way up there, which sucks. Now, I don't want to actually plumb in electrical, even though it's not technically code approved. I want it temporary. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money and be like, oh, this didn't work at all. I don't want this. So I think I'm just going to run an extension cord, put it a few inches underground, and then make sure I take it out in wintertime. That's when you get the real issues. And keep it waterproof as possible, of course. So I want to build another 2 systems like this, just with the dripper system, not this whole height thing, not how high it is. So I would just take this PVC pipe and this board with a base on it, stick that in there, pretty much buried in the ground so it stays, and have a system running like this. And then I'd also get 2 more reservoirs, take the reservoirs, bury them in the ground so I can fit, so the pipe can go right on top of it and go up. Now, burying the reservoirs will also keep my nutrients a lot cooler than it was last year, because even this being above ground, it just gets way too hot. It just cooks it. I mean, you put your hand in the water, it's like almost hot. So I know a lot of you guys have been telling me improvements and stuff like that, so that is my plan. So yeah, build 2 more systems like this. So that means I need more buckets, more wood, more pipe, and then I get a big long cord that goes from there all the way over there, and start getting my plants situated. There's a lot to do. It's already what, it's almost April, so growing season pretty much has pretty much started, because I see a bunch of green flowers over there, or green plants growing and flowers and stuff. So yeah, that's the latest and greatest update with me. Stay in touch. My Instagram page, my Facebook page. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Over and out.